Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 42, and today we are returning with a big triple header as we take on Chelsea away at the Bridge in the FA Cup 6th round, Ajax at home in the Champions League first knockout round second leg, and then Liverpool away in a big 3rd versus 5th clash in the Premier League. Before we play these games though, show how have been getting on off camera. So of course, in the last episode, you saw our 1-0 victory away at the Amsterdam Arena in the first leg of our Champions League first knockout round tie. It was a frustrating game because I'm glad we won it and got the away goal, but I mean, you saw the last episode, you'd know, we missed about 4 or 5 clear-cut chances and a penalty as well. A frustrating game, and I feel like the tie should be done coming into today's game, but it's not instead. And I guess we won't be too dissatisfied with that result, but we know it could have been a lot better. And then after that, the awful 2-0 defeat to Spurs in the EFL Cup final at Wembley, choking in the final, our first ever one. That was not a good feeling. And after that, I played 3 games off camera. I was looking for a response, and we sort of got one. We had a 1-0 victory away at West Brom against the Hawthorns. Saidi's goal, by the way, with 14 minutes to go, was fantastic. We were on the verge of drawing this game 0-0. Another poor result. That would be 2 games by the win in all competitions, and only 2 in our last 4. And Saidi just levered one from 25 yards. I love those players that are like that, the game changers, if you will, as Spencer calls them, that can just, in an instant turn it on and get you what you need. So Saidi's goal won us the game. The next game was a 2-0 victory over West Ham away from home as well. Donnelly's brace in 2 minutes separated the sides. But the last game was a very disappointing 0-0 draw at home to Bournemouth. So 3 clean sheets in a row, 4 in our last 5, 5 in the last 6, 6 in our last 7, 7 in the last 8, 8 in our last 9, I think, actually. But just counting up as I realised the run continued. But it was still a poor result. We should have won this game. Bournemouth are struggling just above the relegation zone, and we couldn't even find a goal. Which means right now, in the table, as you can see, Manchester United have run away with things in the Premier League, and once again are going to be crowned champions for the 3rd straight season. I mean, Arsenal could catch up, 15 points behind, and have a game in hand as well, but United right now are just dominating. Seriously, Mourinho's figured out the formula, and they got such a strong hold on the title right now. I don't know what team's going to topple them. It's certainly not going to be anyone else right now than United to win the title as things go on, because you can't see them slipping up. I mean, you really can't. Only lost 2 games in 31 right now. They've been fantastic. But anyway, not focused on United today. It's us. We're in 3rd place with 31 games played, 57 points. It's really tight right now between 3rd and 5th. And whilst I think we will at least guarantee a European qualification place for next season in the Europa League at the very least, I want us to finish in the top 4 again. And we're only going to do that if we keep on winning and extending the gap between 3rd to 5th. So we need to keep on winning, and that's why the Liverpool game today is absolutely massive. One thing as well, we just had a youth intake too, just before we get into the game, just had a youth intake too, and the best player we've got is a guy called, where is he? There he is, valued at £0, that's odd. Paul Egan. Is the best youth player we got from our latest intake. Once again, no one very good. I'm still yet to get a really good player from our youth intake. Our youth coaching has been improving over the years. I keep on requesting it. Our youth facilities are getting better and better as well. Junior coaching budget increases too, but we still can't get good youth players, really. Paul Egan is the best one. He could be alright. He's currently learning from Raj right now. Just gave Raj the tutoring job. So he could be alright, but I'm not too confident he'll be very good in the future. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But still, the first game is Chelsea away at the Bridge in the FA Cup 6th round. Now, I'm not really fussed about what happens because we've got such really big games to come in the Premier League, and that's most important for me. And of course, the Champions League against Ajax in just 3 days' time. This competition is the lowest priority for me, hence why we're fielding a weakened side. So if we go out here, I won't really care too much. I'm much more focused on the Ajax game and, of course, the Liverpool game as well. So we'll be fielding a weakened side for the game. But just one thing to report as well on the injury report right now. 2 injuries. Saidi just picked up one recently, and he's going to be out for 5 to 7 days. That's not a big one, but Willie Olivier is going to miss the rest of the season. He's damaged his Achilles tendon. He's out for 3 to 4 months. That's an absolutely massive blow because Olivier this season, as you can see, has been one of our best players. 8 goals and 11 assists in 27 Premier League games. Without question, his best season in the whole City shirt. And that's really, really bad, man. Olivier out for the rest of the season. Our best left winger by far. And we're really going to miss him. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, this is the team for the game then. As you can see, it's a weakened side. Payne's in goal. A back four is Smajic, Blint, Keane, and Walker-Peters. In midfield, and Dye and Balut. Further forward, Ozcan on the left, which is quite interesting. Usually only use him in the central area. Ibe on the right. And Barkley is a shadow striker today, with Brian Reed starting as a target man support. So I'm changing things up a little bit for this game and trying a few different things. And I'll change the instructions to float crosses as well to utilise his height. And on the bench, Mannion, Dimov, Torre, Kirkpatrick, Malonas, Ruggiero and Mitrovic. So yeah, a very weak lineup. I'm expecting us to lose. I won't really mind too much. I got bigger fish to fry. Let's just see what happens. Crazy to think that I really do believe the Liverpool game is the biggest one today out of the three. You know, this is Chelsea away in the FA Cup 6th round. We got Ajax to play in the Champions League first knockout round, second leg in 3 days' time. But I still feel like the Liverpool game is the biggest one because obviously if we go out of these cup competitions at this stage, you know, the 6th round, the FA Cup and the first knockout round, the Champions League, the board is still going to be happy because we met our objectives, but failed to qualify for the Champions League again. And whilst we might still finish in the Europa League place, which is what the board want, I still won't be happy about it because I know we're good enough to finish in the top 4 again. And if we don't do it, I'll be very frustrated as Chelsea at the bar there with 6 minutes to go in the break. Still 0-0. Not really much to report in this first half. Other than that, a bit of a cagey start to this game and not many chances at all, it seems. Well, there are a lot of fouls in this game and an awful lot of yellow cards being given. Is that the 6th one already? Oh my word, 6 yellow cards and we're just approaching the hour mark. Still 0-0. Very little to report in this one other than Chelsea hitting the bar. As things stand right now, you see in the top right, they have been a better team, but we're still tied, and we could still snatch and grab this win as Ozcan finds Barkley out wide towards Smajic, the Bosnian, down his left-hand side. He crosses, and Courtois fumbles it, and Brian Reed has turned in the rebound, and the Scot gets his first goal for the club, and totally against a run of play and out of nowhere, we've gone in front. What a howler from the Belgian goalkeeper Courtois. Smajic crosses the ball in and he just, I don't know what he was trying to do there, but Brian Reed from a tight angle tucks it home and the 6'6" Scot gives us the lead with his first goal for the club. We're in front and I did not see this coming. Well, we're entering stoppage time and we are still up by a goal, and if we defend this corner, I think that will do it. Pena has claimed it. And I'm pretty confident the referee's going to blow full time as soon as he kicks it long or throws it short to Blint. And there it is. Oh my goodness gracious me. Final score at the Bridge. Chelsea 0, Hull 1. And somehow my backup brigade, with a bit of a weird lineup and tactics and roles assigned for my players, have somehow got the win. My word, I mean, seriously, that makes me feel a lot better after that draw against Bournemouth. I can't believe we've won that, and Brian Reed scored his first goal for the club as well, courtesy of a Courtois fumble, of course, and we somehow defied all expectations and grabbed the win. I did not see that coming at all. So we're back at Wembley again then. I can't believe that. After the last episode's embarrassing defeat to Spurs at Wembley, I was thinking, we're probably never going to go there again. You know what I mean? That was our best chance of winning silverware in the series, and we bottled it, and we're already back at Wembley again. We got United, Norwich and Reading in the semis. Now, I'm hoping for Reading or Norwich, that'll do, either or. Are they both championship sides? I think they are, and they know Norwich is still in the Premier League, but Reading are in the championship, and they're in the Premier League as well. Okay. Two clubs who are could end up going down to the championship next season. How would I not know that? How on earth do I not know that? It changes so much, these two. They're like yo-yo clubs in this team. I guess that makes sense. But still, hoping it's not United. Come on, Reading on Norwich at Wembley, and I'll be very, very happy. Please. Oh, but that was obviously going to happen, wasn't it? For goodness sake. All right, we're not getting through to another cup final then. Forget it. United are just too dominant in this phase. It's going to be United versus Norwich or Reading, it seems. I'm the most defeatist person in the world. I mean, with good reason, of course. But, of course, I mean, seriously, 33% chance and it ends up happening. All right then, so our second of 3 games today is against Ajax in the Champions League, first knockout round, second leg, and we lead by a goal to 0 after our win in Amsterdam. And I'm feeling relatively optimistic. My first team are back out there, and I'm hoping for the best, but we should be through already, theoretically. I mean, we had so many chances away from home. We should have taken them. But instead, we still got a chance. We just need to make sure we don't concede tonight and we'll be fine. So, this will be the team for the game then. 4-2-3-1, obviously. And we'll change those instructions to low crosses to suit Donnelly's pace and lack of height better. Raj in goal, back for a time and Demo, Sonogo and Torre. In midfield, Kirkpatrick and Malonas. Further forward, Delafeu on the left, Lecco on the right, and Barkley as our advanced playmaker. Donnelly leads the line. And on the bench, Pena, Keane, Blimp, Belut, Ozcan, Ibe, and Ruggiero. So, second game, it's against Ajax. I want to get through to those Champions League quarters. Let's do it. Come on, Hull City. So first highlight, and it looks like it will come to Ajax, which is not a good start for us. They need to score tonight as Nedelev plays it long, but Dimov has given it straight to Janssen. Oh, Raj, what a save. What a save. Blagovest, the Bulgarian, with a terrible back pass from his head. And Raj has to bail us out. Great stop there by the vice-captain, still 0-0. And Ajax should have had that away goal straight away. So first highlight of the second half, still tied at 0-0. Only one to report in the first half. That poor header by Dimov giving Ajax a chance. But other than that, nothing went on, which is fine for me. Because as things stand, we are going through. As Raj receives that back pass, a much better one, and gives it to Blagavest through towards Sanogo. As we knock it around on the ground the whole City way. Malone has to Barkley. Out wide towards Jonathan Lecco. And Lecco trying to get past his man, does well. And then it's taken down by Talisman, who's already on the booking. And is that going to be a second yellow? Yes, the referee's calling him over and that will surely do it. So, sorry, not Talisman. Talisman is off. And Ajax down to 10 men. That should make things a lot easier for us now. So what we're going to do is we're going to stretch the play out wide. We're going to keep the tempo on higher. Short passing, retain possession. Let's just do our best to keep that ball on the ground and make use of that extra man. Find the open man. And hopefully find a chance to get in front as well. As Gerard Deulofeu keeps holding the ball but then loses it. And if Ajax get a chance from this, I'll not be happy. But there's Sanogo back towards Raj. And we should hopefully pass out from the back. We're totally fine now. We've got that extra man. And since, this is the way we play, passing the ball around, we should be fine. Like, we should be totally fine just to keep hold of that ball and make Ajax chase shadows, really, as Malonaz wins it back and finds Brian Donnelly. And Donnelly on the ball, turns one and looks for space to possibly get a shot away, which he does, off target. Still 0-0. A goal will settle a lot of nerves, though. Come on. Just noticing their formation there without a left winger as well. They've left the left side exposed. We're going to exploit the right flank if we can, as Gerard Deulofeu puts us in front just before the hour mark anyway. And the Spaniard fires us potentially into the next round of the Champions League. Lovely free kick, 1-0 Hull, 2-0 on aggregate, and I'm feeling very confident now. Deulofeu, man, I don't want to see him go. His contract's up coming the end of the year. He's on 75 grand a week. But this guy he's so cocky. This guy is such a great little player. Such a good little wildcard option. He's got high flair, high crossing, high dribbling, high pace. Everything you want. It's just that expensive salary I don't like. So coming towards the end of the game then, 30 seconds of stoppage time to play as Torre goes down the right-hand side and crosses, and Rogerio flicks on, but can't get it goal bound. That is going to be that then. So Hull City 1, Ajax 0 on the night, 2-0 over 2 legs, and in the end, despite missing so many chances away at the Amsterdam Arena, it doesn't matter one bit because we are through to the Champions League quarterfinals. Absolutely delighted with that. We controlled this game very well, exactly what I wanted to see. And we've got through. Donnelly once again sadly didn't score, but that's okay with me because we're through to the next round. And yeah, a great way to start today's episode and a great way to bounce back after a disappointing one in the last one. Just don't want to see Deulofeu leave. I really don't. I like him so much. I know he's got really low stamina and stuff, but he's got such great attributes in really key areas, But 75 grand a week and wants... Oh, wow. He only wants 50 grand a week now. Oh, hello. Hello, Deulofeu is finally taking a pay cut now. Finally. Always go low in the contract offers, by the way. Because if you're confident you can keep the player and he wants to stay, which Deulofeu obviously does, back up for the playing time, but still he seems very interested. Always go low, take your time because we've got this guy until the end of the season. This won't be the last time we can offer the guy a contract, even though it will take time before the agent will let us offer another one. So go low, take your time, and see if you can get the best deal possible. And as things stand right now, we're negotiating, we're keeping it pretty low. And I think he might accept about 52 grand a week. We'll keep trying to get it as low as we can. But again, don't feel pressure to give in to their demands straight away. Because if a player wants to stay, then they will accept lower than what they initially want. Let's go with that. And he says that's fine. Okay, 54 grand a week, which is much lower than he's on right now. Yeah, that's a much better contract, much healthier. And it helps our wage budget a lot more as well. Always go low to begin with in the contract negotiations if you've got time to work with the player. And we just reached Friday as well, 2 days before our next game against Liverpool on Sunday. But today we have the Champions League quarter-final draw. So let's do that together before we get into the Liverpool game. And let's see what opponent we're taking on in the quarter-finals in our debut year in the Champions League. So left we have Atletico Madrid, Manchester City, PSG, Bayern Munich, Leverkusen, who overcome Barcelona by the way, Manchester United and Real Madrid as well. So 3 English teams left, 2 Spanish teams, 2 German sides and a French side. Let's see who will be taking on in the Champions League. I'm hoping for Leverkusen, but let's find out. Atletico Madrid, the first team out. They'll be taking on Manchester United. Good to see those guys get drawn already. Bayern Munich against City. Big tie there. Leverkusen still left in. No. Come on. Come on now. No. God. No. 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 Of all the teams we could draw, that was the one I really didn't want. Oh my goodness gracious me. Real Madrid in the Champions League quarterfinals. How on earth are we going to get past this stage? I mean, we're not, are we? Right now in La Liga, they're currently top by 3 points with 9 games to go. Oh my goodness gracious me. They've won it 4 of the past 5 seasons. They've got an unbelievable team. Oh dear. I mean, our debut year is going to end in total humiliation, it seems. Real Madrid in the Champions League quarterfinals. God, man. We're out now. We're definitely out. Well, a bit of good news after that Champions League draw. Gerard Deulofeu has been given a new contract, which is fantastic. He's taken a 21 grand a week pay cut, which is great. His clauses are a little bit lower than the last contract as well. It's a 3-year deal, and he's 28 years old. I think after the 3 years, he'll probably go. But I didn't want to see him leave whilst he's still got a lot to offer this club. And you got to realise, man, he's been consistently very good in this series. Whether he's been starting most of the games or coming off the bench, he's been very, very good and decent in cup games as well. So anyway, our third and final game today is going to be against Liverpool at Anfield in a big clash, 3rd versus 5th in the Premier League. And after back-to-back wins, I must say, I'm feeling very confident indeed. So let's get to the game and let's see if we can come through and get a win. I'm just realising though, the Real Madrid game, that's on Tuesday, is it not? I mean, it's not getting shown there, but I think it's on Tuesday, is it? Yeah, it is. It's on Tuesday. Oh no, it's on the 5th of April. Okay, good. We got a break then before that game. Thank goodness for that. All right, so yeah, Liverpool is our next game. I was gonna say I couldn't afford to see that game coming 3 days later because we'll be shattered for that game after this one. But it's Liverpool for this game, and let's get a win. So we'll stick with the same lineup to beat Ajax, and same instructions, same tactics. So this will be the team, and Saïd's coming back to fitness as well, which is good. We'll have him on the bench for Ozcan, and we might bring him on at some point to regain some match fitness. So this will be the team for the game then. Raj in goal, back for a time, and Dimo, Sonogo and Toure in midfield, Kirkpatrick and Malonas. Further forward, Deulofeu on the left, Lecco on the right, Barkley through the middle, and Donnelly leading the line. On the bench, Payne, Yakin, Blint, Belut, Saidi, Ibe, and Rogerio. Let's get a win. Come on, Hull City. Let's make it 3 from 3 and end what's been a very good episode, minus that Champions League draw. Can't believe that. I really can't. I know I promised to shut up about it in a minute, but seriously, of all the teams, Real Madrid, it's our debut year. You're supposed to go easy on us, game. Seriously. We're going to get absolutely thumped over 2 legs. We're Little Hull City, you know? We're Little Hull City. I know we're getting better, but Real Madrid, come on now. So first highlight, and it comes 7 minutes after the restart, after a very poor first half, and it might come to Liverpool, and it's going to do so as well, as Andone is through, and fires it over the bar. Dimov missed the interception, and we're through there, Liverpool, and I'm surprised he couldn't hit the target. Still 0-0. It's been a very poor game so far, but I guess I don't mind too much. Just keeping the distance between us and Liverpool is the most important thing. Oh, Lecco's coming off as well. He's just been injured. That is so annoying. We're really thin on the ground right now in the wide areas. And now Ive's going to have to come on. We'll switch him and Deulofeu around. Deulofeu seems much better down that right-hand side. And I can work as an inside forward as well. We'll keep him on winger for the time being. But still 0-0. I think I might take off Barkley as well and bring on Saidi. Let's go with that double change. Still 0-0. I'm fine with this scoreline, to be fair. Don't mind it at all. It'll be another clean sheet. And also a valuable point as we prevent Liverpool from getting all 3. So coming towards the end of the game, corner for Hull, Deulofeu takes it and Jack Butland claims it. And it seems like there will be one chance for which side, I wonder, as we come towards the end of this game. Toure's header towards Kirkpatrick's not down to Malonas. The Canadian back to the Scot. Now Rogerio off the bench for Donnelly finds Jordan Ibe down this left-hand side. Ibe tackled by Paslak. And Toure is going to beat Woodburn to the ball. Can we get the first chance of the game for Hull? And can we win the game at the death? Let's find out. Toure to Malonas, Canadian to Deulofeu, into Saidi, across towards Rogerio, who is through. Oh, it's off the bar. The Brazilian hits the bar. I flicks it back in, but Llorente will clear. And Rogerio was offside anyway. Off the bar from the Brazilian. That would have won it. What a huge win that would be, and a great way to end today's episode. But sadly, off the woodwork. And that will surely do it. Oh, it would have been amazing had he won the game. Brought him on for Donnelly, who's done very little in this game. And sadly, off the crossbar. Cannoned off the bar. and that should probably do it. So Saidi finds Ive, 7 seconds of stoppage time to go, but that'll almost definitely do it now, as the referee is about to blow for full time. So final score, Liverpool 0, Hull City 0. We get ourselves a point. We drop down to 4th place, now 1 point behind Chelsea, but I don't mind too much. I'm going to calmly say we were unlucky in this game. I've motivated a couple, no one else seems to be listening, but I'm going to calmly criticise Delafeu and also Donnelly as well. As Donnelly, there he is, and say you're poor, you let yourself down and whatnot, and we should end it there. So we stay 6 points clear of Liverpool, have a much better goal difference record as well. That's not a bad result, to be honest, but Lecco is going to be out for 5 to 6 weeks. That's not a great way to end today's episode, but that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, then please do consider leaving a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated and they really help the channel out as well. We shall return in the very next episode with the very next game as we take on Real Madrid in the Champions League quarterfinal first leg away at the Bernabeu. And I think what I might do is play the Aston Villa game off camera during the episode and then have a Real Madrid double in the next episode. So you'll see both legs and see if we can pull off the impossible and get through to the knockout round semi-final stage. What? Get through to the semis, come on mate. But that will end it regardless, so thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please do leave a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic Sunday, and I'll see you for the next episode in our Football Manager series against Real Madrid very soon.